Netflix and other non-traditional media companies are taking on the traditional players in Hollywood. And the question for investors is, who will win the future of video? Julia Boorstin recently talked to some of the industry's decision makers at the Vanity Fair Summit in Beverly Hills.
With cord cutting on the rise and TV ratings on the decline, Disney is working to go direct to consumer. CEO Bob Iger explaining the company's plan to launch a direct to consumer ESPN app early next year, followed by a Disney app in the second half of 2019.
I think a lot of the dialogue about this, a lot of the debate, a lot of the rhetoric is due to the fact that the business is feeling the pressure of disruption. There's just a lot of change and a lot of uncertainty and a lot of tension that exists between the traditional players in the business, or among the traditional players, as consumers have more choice, as new distributors come into the market, as new producers come into the market, and I think that's what's going on. But you know, I feel great about where we have ended up.
And HBO's Richard Plepler says the investment in giving consumers digital options is paying off. That, combined with HBO's content, is keeping consumers hooked, despite the explosion of competition from Netflix, Amazon, and others.
We're getting about 25 to 30% of our viewing on different platforms. That's why we built HBO Go originally. HBO Now affords you the opportunity to watch it on your television set, as does HBO Go, or on whatever platform you want. We want our consumers to have options, and we want them to have options that give them flexibility.
Now, as the traditional media giants invest more in digital, we're seeing the tech giants invest more in content, with Facebook funding shows for its new Watch platform and Amazon spending more on shows and sports for its Prime Video subscription service. Amazon streamed its first NFL game Thursday night, spending a reported $50 million for 11 games this season. And in a rare interview, Amazon's SVP who oversees content says they're interested in doing more of their critically acclaimed shows like Transparent, as well as bigger content investments.
We're trying to make these big, broad, shows that all customers around the world, we're in 200 countries now with the service, will want to watch. And we think we have a few of those now, but we'd like to have even more.
Blackburn says Amazon wants the best content like Game of Thrones, and they're willing to pay for it. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Julia Boorstin in Beverly Hills.